Hello and welcome. It is time for Mid-Atlantis Championship Wrestling. We've got a big show for you today. In the main event, it is going to be Anvil and Hammer, the Strike Team, and they're going to be putting those United Sectors Duos belts on the line against Revere and Revolt. That is a rematch from a number of weeks ago that the Strike Team won, and the Coat of Arms are looking to get their revenge and take those belts. Then we have Ricky Morton, Robert Gibson, the Rock and Roll Express taking on Outlaw and Olympia, the Spinebusters. Making his Mid-Atlantis debut, we have Mr. Irrelevant taking on Varisty in what is sure to be a very technically sound scientific bout. Then in duos action, we have Dexter Manley and Dudley Manley. I said it right. I think they're the Manley brothers. We'll call them the Manley brothers. Are taking on Junior Beefy and Mr. Beefy. That Manleys are, I think, getting close to a title shot. So that'll be a good bout there. Then Iron Soldier, Muscle Soldier, the Mad Soldiers are taking on Space Invader 1 and Space Invader 2. The Space Invaders are undefeated so far in Mid-Atlantis, and this is going to be their biggest challenge to date. Then we have Brian Pillman Jr. taking on the Superstar. In duos actions, we have Neutron, Proton, the Galactics, taking on Dewey Dropkick and Chester Chinlock. And then in our opener, we have JJ Strife taking on Howie Haymaker. But before we get to that match, I did want to check in on the Rush for the Gold tournament. So as you can see, Brickyard Brown is leading the A block with 6 points. And over on the B block, we have a three-way tie with JJ Houston, Mr. Grappling, and Stu Masters winning their first two matches with 6 points. The B block is really the tale of the haves and the have-nots. Block C, we have Harley Davis and Mr. Grappling 2 in the lead with 6 points. And then over in Block D, we have Shane Studd and Soul first place right now with 6 points. So be on the lookout. We will, because I didn't get this done on Thursday, we're going to be doing a double shot today. So Night 5 will also go up today. So let's get our starter match on the road here. JJ Strife and Howie Haymaker are looking for victories for the first time in the Mid-Atlantis region. So let's roll for initiative. Okay, 2 5s. Neither man's fast forward, and it's a tie, so we're going to roll again. A 5 and a 6. Neither man's fast forward, but Howie's going to go on offense here. 4 Haymaker Smash. 1 hit. 1 Fisticuffs. 6 JJ Strife is going to go on offense here. 6 Rising Knee Strikes, 2 hit. 4 Strife of Life. Okay, so this is going to be a 1, 2, 3, or 6 is going to end this for Howie. He gets a 6. Okay, so he needs, well, we're going to roll just for the sake of it, but that is it. Your winner is JJ Strife. So finally picking up a victory. So we're going to go on to the next match here. So it is going to be Neutron, Proton, the Galactics coming down to the ring against Chester Chinlock and Dewey Dropkick. So let's roll to see who's going to start here. So it's going to be Proton and Dewey starting us off. I believe this is Chester Chinlock's Mid-Atlantis debut. So let's roll for initiative here. Okay, a 2 and a 1. Neither man's fast forward, but Dewey is going to go on offense here. Standing drop kick. 7, that's going to bring Neutron in on defense. 6, flying drop kick. 7, that's going to bring Proton in on defense here. 5, headlock takeover. 8, that is going to bring Neutron in on offense finally. Okay, 6, rumble rating. Neutron's a +1, Dewey's a -1. Okay, so Neutron's going to win that. 6, rumble rating again. And so that's going to be a tie. So it's going to leave Neutron on offense there. Rumble rating again. Okay, that's going to be Dewey finally winning there. So 7. Okay, so he's a 1. Oh, another man has a fast forward. So, that's interesting. Okay, so we're going to just do a 1 here. 6, he's fine. 2, missed drop kick. Okay, what's that say? Opponent rolls positive, so Neutron's going to take over there. Neutron neckbreaker. 6, block. 5, universe stretcher. 6, block. 7, so 4, 5, 6. So we'll throw a 2 on there. So 2, 4, 5, 6 will end this. Okay, so he gets a 4. 7 or an 8 will save Dewey here. And he gets a 2. That is it. Your winners of the match are Neutron and Proton the Galactics. Nice little victory there, as they haven't been in action for a couple of weeks, I don't think. So picking up a win. Now we're going to go to Brian Pillman Jr. taking on the Superstar. And we're going to roll for initiative here. Okay, so a 1 and a 5. Oh, that's both men's fast forward. So let's do Brian Pillman Jr. here. So 4, 5, 6 will end him. He gets a 1, so he's fine. And then Superstar, a 1 or a 3 is what he's got to avoid. He gets a 5, so he's fine. Since they both did... Okay, so they both did their thing, so we're going to roll again here. Okay, 4 and a 6. So that's going to be Pillman Jr. going on offense here. 2 rumble rating. Superstar is a +3. Pillman Jr. is a +2. Pillman Jr. is going to go on offense there. Rumble rating again. And that is going to be Superstar going on offense. Oh, he rolls a rumble rating. And Superstar is going to stay on offense. 3, the squeeze. So that's going to be a 4, 5, 6 that Pillman's got to avoid. He gets a 1, so he's safe. 2, super slam. 3, Pillman Jr. is going to take over on a counter. 1, flying drop kick. 5, the Superstar counters that, and he's going to roll. Seeing Stars Lariat. 5, Pop, got to avoid a 4. Oh, he gets a 4. He needs a 5 to stay on this one, and he doesn't get it. Your winner is the Superstar. Superstar picking up a second win and remains undefeated in Mid-Atlantis to this point. So we're going to go to our next match. It is going to be the Iron Soldier and Muscle Soldier. The Mad Soldiers taking on Space Invader 1 and Space Invader 2. So let's roll to see who's going to start us off here. And that is going to be Muscle Soldier and Space Invader 2. Looks like it's just going to be a day of the second partners starting us off here. Okay. So we're going to roll here. So a 5 and a 4. That's neither man's fast forward, but Space Invader 2 is going to go on offense for rumble rating. Space Invader 2 is a +1. Muscle Soldier is a +3. So Muscle Soldier is going to win that and go on offense for rumble rating again. And that is going to be... Muscle Soldier is going to stay on offense there. That's why the higher number is such an advantage. Okay, for rumble rating. And that is going to be a 6 for him and a 5. So Muscle Soldier is going to stay on offense there. Rumble rating again. And that is going to be a... Yep, so Space Invader 2 is going to go on offense here. For rumble rating. We're just going to do this all day, aren't we? So that's going to be Muscle Soldier going on offense. 6 power bomb. 4 block. 2. So that's going to be the Doomsday device. And that's going to be a 1, a 3. I think it's a 5. No, it's a 6. Okay. It's going to be a 1, a 3, and a 6 he's got to avoid. He gets a 6, he needs a 1, a 7, or an 8. And he gets a 3, and that is it. Your winners, the Iron Soldier and Muscle Soldier, the Mad Soldiers. That is a nice bounce back from their loss to the Coat of Arms last week. So we're going to go on to our next match. It is going to be Dexter Manley and Dudley Manley taking on Junior Beefy and Mr. Beefy. So let's roll for... Who's going to start us off? Yep. We're just going to keep that theme of the secondary partners starting us off here today. Okay, so let's roll for initiative. 5 and a 3. Neither man's fast forward, but that's going to be Dudley going on offense. 1, Pent Bent Fork Blaster, 8. That's going to bring Junior Beefy in on offense. Now, what makes his... Oh, okay. We need to do this real quick. Okay. So we're going to use the first set of Junior Beefy's numbers there, not the second. So Junior Beefy's going to go on offense here. 2. Junior Jawbreaker, 2 hit. 7. So we get a pick. Ooh, he gets a 0 on that. Okay, we'll do a 6. So Dudley's got to avoid a 5 and a 6 here. He gets a 4, so he's safe. 1. Beefy Blitz, so he's got to avoid a 5. Gets a 6, so he's safe. 5. Mutant Mayhem, 5. Block. 4. Hot Wheel Haymaker. 8. That's going to bring Dexter Manley in on offense. 1. Okay, so this is the Manhandler. So this is going to be an even or a 3 is what Junior's got to avoid here. He gets a 3. Okay, so he needs a 7 or an 8 to save him. He doesn't get it, and that is it. Your winners are Dexter Manley and Dudley Manley, the Manley brothers. Okay, so we're moving right along into the second half of the show here. So coming out first, making his Mid-Atlantis debut is Mr. Irrelevant, taking on Varsity. So we're going to roll for initiative here. Okay, so a 4 and a 3. Neither man's fast forward, but Mr. Irrelevant is going to go on offense here. Oh, he's got to roll too. Okay, let's roll this real quick. Okay, so we use the second set, so it still doesn't matter. So we use the second set of numbers on Mr. Irrelevant. Not a big deal. Okay, 4, Mountaineer Mangler. 4, Varsity, going to go on offense here. 1, Rumble Rating. They're both +3s. Okay, that's going to be Mr. Irrelevant. Going on offense here. Longhorn Lariat. 2 hit. 5, Horned Frog Splash. Sorry. 1, Dodge. 6, Sweet Caroline. So, Varsity has to... Well, let's do this. Once per fight. So Varsity actually is going to reverse that into the PCD. So that means Mr. Irrelevant has to avoid a 2, 3, and a 4. Okay, so he gets a 2. So he needs an even to save himself here. Oh, and he doesn't get it. Your winner is Varsity. Well, it looked like Mr. Irrelevant was going to pick up the win there, and Varsity snatched victory from the jaws of defeat. So we're going on to our next match. It's Ricky Morton versus Robert Gibson, taking on Olympia and Outlaw. So let's roll for initiative here. So that is going to, well, so Ricky Morton is going to start us off here against Outlaw. Okay, so we're going to roll for initiative. So that is going to be neither man's fast forward, but Ricky Morton's going to go on offense here. Rumble Rating. They are both +2s. Okay, so that's going to be Outlaw going on offense. 3, Space Shot Suplex. So Ricky Morton's got to avoid a 3 and a 6. He gets a 6. He needs a 5 or 7 or an 8. He gets a 7, so Robert Gibson makes the save, but Outlaw's going to stay on offense. 2, Rumble Rating. That's going to keep Outlaw on offense here. 2, Rumble Rating again. And that's going to keep Outlaw on offense. 4, Textbook Drop Kick. 6, Dodge. We're going to bring Olympia in on offense here. 7. So we're going to do the 1. We'll do a 1 and a 3 for Ricky here. 2, he's safe. 1, Rumble Rating. So they're both +2s. Okay, that is going to be Ricky Morton taking over here. 6, Cross Body Block. So Olympia's got to avoid a 2 and a 6. He gets a 1, so he's safe. 6, Cross Body Block again, so a 2 and a 6. He gets a 2, he needs a 6, a 7, or an 8. And he doesn't get it. Your winners of the match are Ricky Morton and Robert Gibson, the Rock and Roll Express. Nice victory there for the Rock and Rolls. And we have Mr. Irrelevant coming back out. He wants a chance at redemption next week, and he challenges Varsity to a rematch. So look forward to that match on next week's show. So it is time for the main event of the week. So we have Anvil and Hammer, the U.S. Duos champions, taking on Revere and Revolt, the coat of arms. So this is a rematch for the belts. So let's roll for initiative here. So it is going to be Hammer taking on Revere. Okay, so we're going to roll for initiative here. 2 6s, neither man's fast forward, so we need to roll again. So a 7 and a 4, that's neither man's fast forward, but Revere is going to go last ride. So a 1, a 3, and a 4 for Hammer here. He gets a 2, so he's safe. 2, Liberty Lancer. 7, that's going to bring Anvil in on defense here. 7, I think they're both 1s, yeah. So this is going to be, we'll just say the last ride. So 1, 2, 3 is what Anvil's got to avoid. He gets a 3, he needs a 4, 7, or an 8. And he gets a 5, and that is it. Your winner and new U.S. Duos champions are Revere and Revolt, the coat of arms. So let's get the new champs into their championship sleeves here to end the show. It was a good little run by Anvil and Hammer. I mean, they're not great cards. So them actually having the belts was a surprise to me. And I think they defended it. I think they made 1 or 2 defenses too. That's, I think, the crazy part to me. So I thought they were just going to be flukes, and they made a couple of defenses there. Sorry, my hands are real bad today, people, so bear with me. Okay, so there's Revolt with his belt. We'll get Revere in his sleeve. And there's Revere. So all hail the new United Sectors Duos champions. Well, that is it for this week. Join me next week for more Mid-Atlantis Championship Wrestling.